Well, yes, I Badwam Mpensenpensenmu and common Badwam Mpensenpensenmu burn as lucky here back clinic for Daruma and a excellence boutique and St. Andrew's College of Healthcare as in Fosu and Forever Construction and Consultancy Limited. Honum and Albania a dime papa ni border from pa ato and as I tell you much about one as free Monday to Friday say yemfa a year Mpensenpensenmu and from bro. Well, a very good morning to a Deputy Director General of a is it Maritime? Yes, Ghana Maritime Authority in the person of Yera Apienin. The sad one is that Okokata Wasiechi on the 11th, 12th, and 13th of May, ewo offering is it Kadadjini or Kodadjini? Kadadjini, whichever way. The late Mr. Isaac Abebil Donko, do not friend Ko Donko. Saturday 11th May, wakekeeping, burial and funeral rites. Sunday 12 May 2019. On Monday the 13th of May 2019. Ewo offering Kadadjini Anglican School Park. Nimnyam for Daniel Apienin, Deputy Director General, Ghana Maritime Authority, Wase, and Eda for me. Memman Sri Refie Hobi, Ekowari Ofio, Richard Eshon, or Newmont Mining, Takwa, Mrs. Joyce Donko, Takwa Government Hospital, Noah Kwaku upon Arthur, teacher, and Afe, my very good friend, Daniel Apienin, Deputy Director General, Ghana Maritime Authority. Also, Okahubi, Yama Munina Yako, Monko, Namkopul, my Krabia Kama. And then my good friend, former MC DC for Asin South, Kwabna Nomafo, also Kopo Papa Krabia, on the 4th of May, the late Mr. S.P. J. Anomafo, the friend teacher Kwaku. So, Honorable, also Yako on the 4th of May, Eradi in Kwacha, also Babata, former MC. The DC for Asin South, Kwabna Nomafo. Good morning to you. Well, you have a painful Kwaba, named for Derek Ohini Bequin, call upper a year West Achima on the General Madisha on and he's a regular person on this show. Robert Dasi, so Abakai. And then Chairman Kukufu, also, Wahanum say what Nasi, Debia Dameka, Kakabia, na Refina. Kwabna Kukufusi Yaka Contium, Lumba boss, Argument. Just say no, Otina Germany, a chee. Because that time I know you was Yaka Contium as I hear. No Santa Butcher, then they don't know quite a airport, British Caledonia. Nay, Johnny Susa, Usua, because KGT near Doom wife a post office. You know, a boa, whatever to her and son, what many access to phone back up. Na what my call. Nti Kwabna Kukufu that time no so befi no. Na ze na anohye. Kukufu akwaba.
You so bro.
My kama.
Adom.
Good.
And ntia.
Kumasi ehuru adwo wi na say still akakra wo.
Kakra.
In terms of what you call so hini. Ni djuma dia wodi.
Kakra wo.
Akakra wo.
Manchia, me di wachi amenchi. Ano. Ma me meti opu nyina chi. Ene ahwefo na menia. Member of Parliament now, also any crew members. Mampeni ne na bedi echire ne wo ho kafo no memo achi anope ne adwuma mu ya. Anope no so papa e call asinfosu.
Oh, anope ya.
President e call asinfosu.
Wow.
Kodi dwuma hodo puntu dwuma ne ade a ye wie wo district no.
Asinfosu.
Na fe so immigration.
School.
Also some penny for before I pass out. So kwa kohwe. Na wabusa Kumasi asemi de na se sem chia mbantuma kwara Kennedy ohine ajapo baby obi am chia no
yeah I feel wadani preacher na say or motivational speaker
na no oba bantuma
ni pe twa kwa chia bebre
yeah homecoming no
na I am homecoming
yeah bantuma
no bantuma was so kusko bantuma
BA 54
okay Matthias
you don't know not them from 1 to 6 pop yeah not that ceilings so just attitude carero
Avira Matthias yeah
papa net kwadane ya de papa antie ne mabawa no nika na
o man na dubu ache se o ho efe na mo mimi ho efe chen o sa no pezo o se o ho efe but me who I fetch.
Akwama dada nyina ho kache no. Dida je na nko. Dida.
So Kuba says wa oba ide du ba che ono so etemu bare.
Uza, that is kujaro ba ko
kujaro ba ko pele papa crab. Go body.
Oba oni abusia nya ekoso mamo yako. Kumase nya mini ni pedim ni Ghana ya wadi oye.
Yeah. But ohene said to a match the na so nice. Minim say still or moves na it be more yes still or you. Ohene back say hey
said entira da me no ne sampai no ohene jan lo ohene jan dey call my no now we are using me am ka say to was that penny
yeah.
Eti any
the investors forum no ekoso.
Ebebaso.
Okay, because that's what I'm waiting for.
Now come do.
Yeah.
Now we just say state bank.
Okay.
Presidential.
Yeah.
For Otunfo ne royal family,
yeah.
the king of Ashanti ne royal family, Mami Julia.
Okay.
Na oma na fi penifo ahodo na Kumasi Ghana was moved to Kumasi and one more time bio. Eti ni papa. Na ibo tai bi ne to be
na otemu oni
cha na hu futuro na eja sem koprapra hu na akra na me kodada na ye ni kasem na no flowing from there and na dua unu say the ban 1 month ban ato ayi so Kumasi
omo ye free so
and na dua mpani be yi
okay wow
na on the 3rd ye fiada edi animi twedi ampon de be che ododom ye ohene ne amanfo betna so manhia atun said didi
okay hey
no your friend Kinley a friend dinner na no titiro no Ashanti Professional Club
okay
members the Ashanti professionals they say any all professions be say me ensan nine the NHS do with the ni nyina di mu akotinti no ohene behia adi nkuta ho na de che on the 4th no memeneda anopa nonkono enu ne investment forum
okay
ye done di Asanteman
okay
said then Asanteman wo e de kire na regional minister or Ashanti region honorable Samuel Semensa ono no beda the potential the investment potential say na fi ohine nankasa abie dwumadie na no na omampani na Adanko Akufo-Addo the futusem ne ade bema won ebesia na finance minister so beda ne ma bia di sikasem investment promotion activities ne ade nyina obeye na about 38 to 40 embassies and high commissions so more main assign it on
wow
so nyina ba na they will display their various flags there to showcase we are seeing nyina edi Asanteman Kumasi achi na indeed
okay we the next ohene twetwe mu twoni spokesperson Kwame Dinkra I'm sure there was what
focus
ma obo bekweno akwanya no so timinchia adofo na there's a story of interest the response from Cocoa Board to IMF me sure say what follows in Komodi ni kakrakra okay so we are then we can quickly zoom into where I have too much of an interest is EC and then Saglimi in Sensem so we can discuss yeah
all right and my edikan minchia and Mpensenpensenmu na mo so na program we baso na fe o come upper west achim na wan fa desu na
adesu so yeah na seem to be about
because Abraham say we are trying to let people know
the adesu
they say the upper west achim we talk of
okay
and yeah upper
so okay this is adesu
because we can upper ne penen
we are chi
we dey transformer do ejira wa
adesu ya
we do ma the junction pen wa shase
okay mo kwa na mo branch ro na ha
oh that be here kwantene ni pa say ye hwepa anka kwan a etia ekokumase ne no
okay
yeah from Nsawma do ejiri through adesu Asamankasi Kede
to go use ho no mo ma
kwan no na ene omampani John Dramani Mahama da moment ya akọ anim nti aban beto aso ani yakobo
esa aban ne to aso esa beto aso aban ne esa to aso
sana me
kwa che
ni aban ne hyehyɛ nti me chia me he Osabre Masayo Duro a odi kan adesu he ene me manfo e wo sa mpotem ho nyina em se bibiri chia to yen kakra oh ye he ba kon wo mipom ɛda fam nyame boa na otwa yi si me da ebe na mpani ye transe
okay
edi no se na daduanan ye de ahye ne nda ye de be ne duru dwuma nyina
okay
em say ye mema adofo nyina ya akọ nyame boa memenda mene me mpani fo ne manfo ba ka wo ho abraka ko jam na nhye bia o man de beto no ya hwe me na wie peye mesa fa akonya so na mada I'm on my program. Me launch a program when I came to office, youth empowerment through skills acquisition. Okay. Because
so she mabu ni din dachi papa. Bra mo mo nsa no djuma.
Wonu ma ese nsa no djuma won ese opia won no adesua mu etimi ko na opia won. Me launch we skesu. Na ye break ye I'm touring some of the youth groups in the area. Mako kumikrom enrana me wo esioko. Yeah, me ko de nyeme bi mo abi omo sisi o de ma won ko di nkomo em say me hye won den na me fa akwanya so enda minister for roads and highways ase it's very important me nua penny dey won dey in kan call parliament to file a question and be admitted by speaker ye betwe minister aba na wo ade hia de bi dia to nanim no edu bebi a say ye bisade no halfway through kra na bamu a we should acknowledge the performance of the minister. So just say because we're two and a bro. I say last year on the 10th of March, and I'm a business minister of roads and highways. Mark can be one some. Noah, Abam Krum, Krum, then Mipum, Echo Fante Cheko. Now, minister, do you not say a queen when you was about Sikanya Mae? Now, me that is ready kunimbi, a Hana made an asiwon. So, Fanya Noah. Eko abam kromu a people bi ho nya no people ni abam krom people nsi oto a
enya kwa
obi antumi nko metie nyina me kasa bibia na me manfo ntumi ndi dwa nko mba ekwa and that's why I'm using some of my time wadaroma
no problem
yeah to thank the minister for that and na be ba akoso free mipom eko enchecheche people obi anim obi ohwe bi anim abam krom people and enchecheche nsi oto a no movement. The Israelis and Kabeya, Sikanya ready, so make me wako. So stop upon so kakrama me. So just say, now at least only a boat trouble.
Yeah, so we are so control and confirm problem biamba.
Do a dear fee, ye dear tria na contractor also by an canon. You have to write approval to a for some top up. Nyamia da Roma, Abaso.
Okay.
The contractor is moving to site.
Okay.
Intimidanas. I'm say me this you won't go yet to major. My bra ko jina parliament ako prayer de na aba no. Na wa ko jina kunu to say oh obi no kunu to share wa na wa ko fa na aba. We don't do that.
Okay, but so when you said that has been the challenge.
Oh yeah,
with MPDC relationship.
Yeah, but we need to.
Just say another gray area. I don't know whether the election of MMDC is going to solve that problem.
Yes.
Whether Uabemu and Aunia Bema. Uabema say MPNI or Newa Bem, the DC is Newa Bema. Still, there's that tension amongst the one that be the papa. Say, opposition quite I say, cry.
Oh, maybe tension.
No, there's a gray area in that spot. That's a clear field.
Already, when my dear back were hard. It drew the other MP, no, your boat is so MP, you're quite MP Semra. What do you say?
Yeah, Cobra. You may have a share over as a cover. You may try. See, try come on so Kukufu at Nasnafi, the young for Henry Queen, so at Nasiwan, say, my main cow say, you may quite say, excellent boutique, Biason Quaco Penta, the papa to man and memena. Afei rebo so da fom pa o do reche tema ana afei eye Madina odoko ana eye Sprinters obenya biato afei Kumasi ana afei eye Kaswa ana eye Kumasi Kofrodia so nya bi ofre 0245297064 ana say 0244925435 afei asimfo so muntie ni nkuratwa nwahia St Andrews College of Healthcare so catchers akwanya kese beto amase ene so person ye nurse ni nko ade a we hwehwɛ odi so keke ukra wasi akọ na oni onkodi nkomo na afei woni ntimi ma bia hwonko na nyantete wɔ nurse adwuma nim na afei tipa kɔ wanim for 0544830179 or 0244696911 Forever Construction I think just a day now you deal na day mamono 79,900 for a 2-bedroom semi-detached house no na e twema enisa. Inti make sure so what she be a quickly betimi ni abedi nkomo na BBH major promo is ending on the 30th of April and the date say one to take advantage na kope edan bi the terms and conditions and so apply to sound number 0501 2040 or 0501 2040 41. The kwakwa the lucky about for us. Wonaka ama esieni enya bibidru ama wiase afra na nyina na gya to say lucky hair by nura oni di dwumaboa ni pedua no eboa e okwanso nkoso kra. Tie da ono so ase 0260 791194 or 0277465855. And the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, Mr. Johnson Esiedun Ketia, has disclosed that the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Mrs. Jane Mensah's attitude towards the opposition party is worrying. To General Mosquito, as he is popularly called, the problem is not with the NDC as a party, but the attitude of the EC, which is not healthy. And speaking on an Accra-based City FM, General Mosquito described the posture of the EC boss as a possible threat to the Commission and Ghana's democracy. I quote, "It appears Jane Mensah is harboring some prejudice against the NDC, and somehow I believe it's because of the opinion we expressed about her suitability for the position when her appointment was made, and she thinks that is sufficient reason for denying us our rights," unquote. There seems to be a sour relationship between the NDC and the EC over criticisms regarding the limited registration exercise to be undertaken by the EC. The NDC kicked against the upcoming limited registration exercise to be conducted at the district offices of the EC. The party raised concerns over a decentralized process with the explanation that the district office registration would disenfranchise most Ghanaians. However, the EC has rejected the claims, arguing that the plan to organize the registration at the district level falls in line with measures to upgrade its information technology infrastructure. So that's it. Proud to that, not Dr. Bossman also. Akikan maybe one more, and also Abeyehu Yekakra. What is the problem of the NDC?
Omahe Medasi. No kwa yamanyosem and the role of the EC, the democratic dispensation of this country, no. Said here. And the major stakeholders, that is the political parties, especially NDC, the MPP, saying in Abe Buana Jumedia, EC Edino, Ibi repay. EC as the overseer, let me put it that way, of our elections in this country, no. And so asudi ni asedi say na ho keka ni omayeno only the major players in the system no the political parties no betu anamo a enye wunchi anamo every everybody ne say yisi any political parties, especially the major ones, NDC and MPP and so Sudino in repaying. It's not good for democracy. Now, near air quiet can me my complaining back on. I don't think it's on this your show. I'm the name was Sempa was the start the station back on. Abra Dr. Bossman Rebecca Sai with regard to one meetings and the statement on issue here. Na ekoba say one yan tumpoti sense na meaning ye maybe a de buy. You see, every right as an institution say one be kasa be tre o man ni mu na ekoso. But o man me ni anje suban ana kwan ya the posture but because the posture ye nua bema Dr. Bossman Rebecca Sai, especially coming from EC. I'm not talking about the content here. I'm talking about the posture. You see, kasebini adie, enye ne kan wasemone. Then nia ekosia ura general secretary. Esiedun Ketia kan waseme. Before say I once listened to an MPP I'm say one deputy general secretary will be behind.
Yeah.
The stance on the NDC action. Me tie ni pa man can say nia kwan NDC fast with regard to registration na airbe you know. Ofo say emra kwan mu we nkwan de ono won ya adwen. Ah, yesi na kona ko tron kofudi. Ye constitution no makwan say Ghana ni ba biara edu di ntro bia wedu mfidi wotwe na oye Ghana ni no tro ni di. Asede no wo ho ma ono yisi ankasa ne mra ne hihie mu say obe availing the whole systems available to those who qualify. Now wait to me at your one day. This issue I can me Kobe constituency, me come a district, and for that matter my Upper West Achim. We have about 124 communities. Starting from Mamede Junction to Kosinyaku, Abetiasi, Esuaba, Tiokum, Adesu, Damai, and then one Kobe Biche. Ubefa bedumi pom junction ebefa konya no a wonam obi nim nda bam krom fa woman ye agiri kwa ko isaso nti assuming say mahwefo ne wonum a enim metere no ne yesi ye intruding no obi a wadu ne mfie so na emrama ne ho kwan so intruding na wote adesu se obi mfi isaso Emma adesu maturity. Omayini, metere ya making. Obi fi baby che no, ufi dama na woko, ye ne ayensu ano na ebohye. Menua ayipe constituency. Baby che, eko kwa abo antakra no, you are looking about 5 miles. Eno nye the constituency adesu. Ube fi baby che, na waba damai, beye 7 miles. Na damai to adesu no, you are talking about 15.
Yeah, total waste of everybody's.
I don't think baby channel. Next school ni ho. And kwara say om nanti say okọ na tier 5. Obele ni ma be 7. Me be ni ma kosi 3 classroom am that start school. It assuming say obi okami do do baby che na edu bria otro ni din. Na abato adwuma no ene mpanimfu am wo ho no. Mo say the best that you can do insistent say ye betina adesu. Na obi efi baby che about this, you are not being fair to Ghanaians.
Okay, so she's sharing your papa.
And your papa.
But Mokwai Park meeting, they prompt you.
There is the problem.
But that's where the problem is with the NDC. Because Moko didn't come out, Kukumu, we never bought.
No.
Okay, so clearly, so this all these things
are up. Na NDC account wasem. Na being easy no. Ni operational share obeye no. Or ye no the betu any many no beka no kano. NDC adin che we fence ye.
But it's not about Onunu easy. So independent say Mona for more interest. If there's a disagreement, there should be a solution to that.
It's not about NDC. Assuming say obi obetro ni dino.
Because I'm free 7 miles in Brana.
Yes, no. I'm talking about 7 plus 10.
Oh.
Che ofi saswa me fi abam krom. Abam krom. Obetra abam krom. Wakofa wo man ye. Ejiri kwa
before you get to Adesu.
Amount from isaso. I want to train coins a line now ekota kwad eda kumikrom.
Okay, per what you are saying with your village and then that is almost this
Ejuma. Asema NDC kanu. Eye MPP asem, NDC akam asem, CPP asem. Say the penalty chronos no ye nim baby obeto abako. But eye civic rights in the constitution. So to me chonidi. And wo yisi so emrana ye de wasi wo no. Eye wa said say wa veli ohun amanipa no etumi acho ni din. You don't give an option I wouldn't say minia hwe fiti say krono so eba offense say kra obefa moto bedu abam krom anse na wonya ka na moto abanya no a anse na oba mi pom akọ adasu. Why is the EC doing that?
Okay.
Inti enye NDC fu per se na enye general EC no nketia per se ena ye ne EC in agree yisi ni wo ho se Ghana mremu no na nhihye ni na muntu ni ntotoye no eman abato ho samai den ewie peye na ne enkoboa na bidi kankan no se yisi no beye se oni MPP ana on DC agree na ye kana Ghana for asem ne ye kama won that person out there coming to register as I speak obi di 18 no be register and they went to register na say oba aye na ono
okay messa about so
the yes ni nya nema
me that's for the picture that you've given to me in relation to specifically your locality.
My locality. Yes.
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So that's it. Honorable Kokofu, even before you get into this area, you see, you know, commentaries almost running around in Nazifon, especially Miankasa Onekosi say. And I listened to Dr. Bossman and I said, really? Or operative for on one interest. And one interest, not so several. Is it a political party interest, electoral commission or Ghana interest, or one interest in the continent? They've run several commentaries. You ask yourself, is this a commissioner for Ghana's electoral commission, or is representing a particular interest of that or that of a political party? It's worrying. It's very worrying.
My boss is here, but I get to Eddie. Now, a road as I'm kakri. So, when you road minister, me offer honorable
Makwata. Yeah, my gentleman.
Oh, yeah, me offer pass. So, I'm on a bus on a pair. Kameno.
You could be sad. You pay be saying ya.
Kameno.
Makwata is a lecturer. He talks more than he works. They be ada no akacho say, sikane ni ho sikane no. You see, the talking.
He works.
He talks as a fine minister.
He works. You say, yeah,
a particular delivery.
I never vote to know. I disengage. I never vote to know. I never vote to disengage. Matthias, you are voting on him. What is our brand from? But Matthias,
he's really working hard. Workaholic.
Yeah, workaholic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jumading.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It is a way and said no cream why you say now I stand here to President Akufo-Addo.
Oh, the honor aka. The minister we know.
Now I stand there.
Abam krom people no so. Sabam phone him say Masre minister of parliament.
Yeah.
And now Oba Abeya. Aban Ben also no Oba Abeya.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem.
So
I don't think so DC
so President
on catch up me for 1 minute. DC no you just say
so for us
Abam phone say MP no call parliament ko bisa.
The president can say Oba Boani ahwese Ghana fa na nyina mpuntuo be ko ba bia. Nche say odi ne boshes. Very good. And now road back we aso aban to aso no. Achena no so
as a man can say econo
omuye kodu baby and na contractor was so and aban ba oye auditing or draw contractors na eti ache
na onim say yare awodo ama contract no no kan
waka o say after the contractor back wine so
that's but address
no so
address the na
sa kwan ni na ye on say na wo kan no sa netie na ko mo ye contractor phone fitting some because
I saw that no more
Obaku general construction na Baku Edmark
so contractors are
of course and we na if you sama ka say kono etwitwa e nti say won abaso a impuntu de ba ye nyina ye de but okwa aka che omampani say adesu de na ya wodo 5.3 kilometers no general construction ye nyina almost say omo ye review aka
review naka
why you need na ye gates mpacho mbegu so my because you are awarded that duko aka che omampani
sector minister
Makacha sector minister no omampani so aso baba you see Comrade easy asemini ade me holy village amakrum ne mreda no mo hwe indeed mreda ne ampa all of a sudden electoral commission adane kaka mutubiama NDC for me advise on freely say on say consciously no mo ti on ho ase say the days are no mo control electoral commission no mo dictate to electoral commission is over.
At what point in time na NDC control no mo dictate to electoral commission? That would have been dangerous.
Then when they were in government
they controlled.
Now in Tigroma they would tell you say electoral commission here independent will be an electoral commission as when we are calling for a friend say new register. We did demonstration with Krumha, ye brew nipa to obi any because of electoral commission adwuma. Onipa that seni lost an eye. Gabriel Chidako and Co. They were whipped like babies.
Kubuku.
Oh Krumha. All because the work of electoral commission. Where were they? Then
it's not a justification anyway.
Well, I'm not just justifying anything. And I'm competent to speak for and on behalf of electoral commission. But what I'm trying to say is Genuinely, there may be concerns that we need to look at. I have absolutely no problem. New Patriotic Party, we do not.
Well, yes, I buy that we now see a try and come on so and say, Teco Richard, good morning, we police man I walk Winneba. Me delight so to watch Winneba campus na police man to be can be watching it. That's me who can be Tony Bibri. Watch 8 CDs. Na no memenda.
Wow.
Dimly cut back no be them. Ah, me say go be talk grawa. So Teco Richard, good morning. Thanks for the love. Was show at the Amami and happy birthday belated. Judith Ama Kwachoa Bentum Eshon. Don't know for Ama Favor. Also good morning and call and from
Okay, so Malande. Yeah. Uniana or Otia Wache Kamano or Danas Papa.
Yeah.
But don't be surprised also with Tia Fufu in coming days. Get ready. Yes, you're not make us say electoral commission.
Yeah.
They said they are now MPEK. They are there to oversee the electoral process. They didn't come on near day. One war on Yina Sonia the Edgema. IPAC, a consultative body. You better doing some home here and there. Then, na di decisions, decisions here. If, say, Bibiaba, Nantia see Yejuma, open A, we penny beer. You don't come said like you are coming to dictate.
Is that how you see the posture of the NDC?
Yes, their posture. I'm their posture. No. And I face to be a dream poor perception. No, who say you bet about you bet it and I am an ending can. Oh yes. Oh, that is they've said it several times. And Sana, the so-called meeting here, Kokan Hyasim. What you say? They've said it on many occasions. Who can we anyway? I say and I say. No. Beyond that, what attitude towards
the Juma?
Yes, and then the personality. Personality. Sometimes people will come to somebody now come me show be a tree be near the what you say? Nipa and that kind of feeling. Make us say a non cost word. And this year raising an issue. Almost say. Easy was over centralize our district offices. Yeah. Meanwhile, over Parliament na ya approve Skarma na for you decentralize. Baby. If that be the case, at the end see NDC for quite say, minority, caucus members are minority. Ebe dragi EC before Parliament. So me use a bit to say no. Near any clarity. Near any crew, sanity and sanity. But we don't do. The channels are there. Now, about Montaigne, because electoral commission is dangerous to democracy. Sounding unnecessary.
Oman soon tema, I want to be painted.
They have the opportunity. They've had the opportunity since 1992. You call your bad democracy, fourth Republican democracy. And this in our picking electoral commissions over and over up to this point, 2017. Now 2017. A Koba say, a one could hear say, as I say, you're picking new one. And a new president or a picking new until one se crab, see there. Why?
But some of the commissions are giving room for the NDC to.
Oh, me say, age-long in attitude now, they've been always having control. They are having the opportunity to appoint the EC members. Now, control also now. The days are over. Okay. On that score, okay. And that is the S will be too for no. Say, I don't know what you can't control. You can't dictate to them. You may have a genuine cause, a genuine concern. Let us address it at those levels. Then you share the can be. In this way, argument to me, perfectly Parliament can resolve this.
But what do you think, per the argument that if you centralize it, it will handicap, disenfranchise a lot of eligible voters, I can say, people who are qualified to register?
That is overstatement, comrade. That is overstatement. Here, Omu reason is say omu si omu say easy for say omu adewe
eso omu
fidie ni ade say technology infrastructure eno na ebeboa amomaye. We are talking as if say every krokitu bia hospital ewo.
That's what we are talking.
San on person
as if say Krobia hospital.
Yes,
krokitu bia hospital.
And to be free hadru ha na maka hospital. Yen free baby ayewo and naka mu ko hospital de bia. Yen free nko meetings any ade.
Say was him here the other brabe chudodi.
Yen free
is that what it means?
Yes, yen free krokutu enko district assembly offices de bia. Yen free yekrom nketu enko schools ewo distances de bia. You see say your party any year, they are overstretching out to a level there. What in China, Obaka I didn't.
What would be the overstretching aspect here when Obi raise the issue? Say, for instance, maybe I'm a take baby or more centralized in terms of this EC office. It's almost about 12 miles to get there. Now, Mesremo, and Kamunti me hata
Sani Pano. Yeah, Sani Pano. Baby, obe free Hakwaje primary health care or district hospital. And our district clinic the nearby. It's almost about the same distance, or even more.
Yeah.
So at a critical point,
you have to.
You have to. What you say? Yeah, chichiro my own. Yeah, say bibi kakra dia. As I say, you have one. As if say bibi mad. Yeah, so minu ya no ma okay. Niadi. Yeah, nante anaya faka accord distances square year saba.
If it's about a year,
yes. Yeah, minu ya ba akoji aware some free her na bear 12-13 miles away. Some corner mikojano no koji aware. We do. In our social normal days.
The fear of the NDC probably might be, amongst other reasons, is that a responsibility of members of parliament, district chief executives, well-to-do, meaning Ghanaians or more communities and villages, to put money together and ask people to go and register. That's the fear. Who's going to take up that responsibility? It's kind of way. Amongst other fears, even the motivation to move from joy from any the motivation to move near sometimes extremely low. It's why you're careful. Like Yakobi, let me tell you,
the truth, no crave woman say. President Kufuor, Yamin Shirano. National Identification Authority, Jumedie, Sadita. Now it was to solve all these problems. Senyame ya Adom, say some be rolling out.
Yeah.
Not the whole nation. Yenya. Sa we do nyina atu obeka. Feed it. Now, vision any so ade hunu. This boa o ma chichi solve all my problems. Eya na enye ade akeke bi se obi sori anu obontrim no ye bibi. We are okay.
Okay, drop also. Can you drop also? Mention Krachi. Fuseni Donko Fuseni. Or say, imagine traveling 180 kilometers from Ayinofi to Drobonso just to register. Master, this one there.
Registering here just to. Maybe registering. Registering onto the voter register. Now, when you're quite now, what's the word? Say, why necessary within me so? Just. It is not just. Okay. We would have loved, and I may say, we would have loved, and we will reach there. Ketsi NPP are buying.
Baby, how cry?
And how cry?
If you didn't cry, how cry is a bit more masses.
And then we know, because national health insurance. Would you? You don't need to walk to any other place. We will reach there. You know, hold on. My PSA.
You cope with your way.
Yes.
Yes. Message in your bema. Oh yes, it's not being fair to those Ghanaians. Every time I say I'm registered.
No, but he's explained to you that also say that I support the position of the NDC for the issue of decentralization. But this morning, the all catch them in say a basadia. Now I say the EPC say 291 2 3 4 5.
That is not the case.
Hospitals here.
From
291 2 3 4 5.
Yeah. Near Ofi Isasono. Ope clinica. First healthcare. Obenya wa Isaso. Ofi obenya bi wa abam. Obenya bi wa nyanwa. No. An analogy na mention is it doesn't work. Healthcare, no, that's why we have the cheap compounds.
But that's what probably what he wants to say is that our priorities, we should get it right.
No. What do you mean my priority? As I cried when you're 18 years, no, a year better call. Oh, come on. Hold on. Sa cried when you're 18 years, no. I feel no, you electoral areas. Then all of a sudden, you pick it, Ghana for the NDC4 canon. And then this fool, we are speaking, for the needy Ghanaian.
Munko Parliament.
So to say,
know the channels.
Apart from Education Committee, the Special Budget Committee of Parliament. YC comes under that committee. Let me tell you, say, the day they came for the approval of their budget, I was on the committee. You've taken monies
for decentralization.
For decentralization. Then you come and you go to
centralize it. But that's what you are prescribed here.
That's what you
Mama, free consultation.
Mankasa Krano, I'll move an emergency list. You don't know.
Free consultation.
Yes, take it. Ghana Frontiers is what is the EC doing?
But oh yeah, but the do.
But the danger here is that, are you saying on authority that the DC's budget covered the decentralization?
I'm on air, a bigger platform. They should call and dispute it.
So do the right thing. Do the needy. Drag them before Parliament to come and explain.
Even before that, Krani can say, yes, in accent, Bissana who say, that when you try district capital.
But they've given a reason to that.
What reason?
The reason is that they are testing their technology.
They took money for a refurbishment. They took money for what are they saying? What are they saying? Why don't you tell the committee? I'm talking of special budget of which I'm a member.
Where is the committee? Drag them before the committee. Drag them before Parliament.
I also because the option or the man.
Masa.
Obi abaji say also the consider.
Masa.
Three bedroom about consider one bedroom.
No one crying. No. He's just taking my time.
No.
Kasa. Me bema. Me senior no ntino. Oma me nkasa. But let's look at it. Look, you will get there. Now, if we are speaking now, and don't just say that is the only option available to us. We have other options, and at any point in time necessary, we adopt the other measures.
The EC might not even agree to the okay because time is getting.
No, we will get there. We'll get there. But Ghanaians must know. Akoko say NDC for. Akoko say CNU Katia. Akoko say Wina and EC tree. Yes, EC ni awu yano.
Yampe.
And yet Ghana form pe. And Tasum. Se many a penny. Oroko fu tranka say yetumi kwa yie nti akwara na yie ansa na wanya 18 years no onfi kubi kroma man fu mr be kunya kura me na be ma kura enante mbra kubi kroma fo moto kwa ba mkrom enfi aba mkrom ko offense nyanoa enko mipom enko desu nko troni dia ko afam place baby wa obetena nsuo so 3, 4, 5 days.
So we should go to them. They shouldn't come that
so
fast.
Why are you putting them in such a stress? Wo yes so emrana do see one. Some run to will say, avail yourself to the people. Is that what you call reasonable distance for the people to travel? It's always been at an electoral area. So why this time you are picking it straight to the center? What is his interest in trying to disenfranchise people? You see, the interest is saying some person don't have a show. The posture. And then I say, agenda be say,
no, the electoral commission cannot decide to do that.
Oh, yes, then therefore his actions,
the electoral commission
must make it people for people to register. Must make it possible for people to register. You know, and you know, say, yeah, we are speaking for the Ghanaian. That's now. Then a manka. If one can someone unprintable words, I mean trying the anchor. And so you buy a juma. Such as and you don't tell us a woba. Now when this first on conscience Robert Transia, yen himself way would have easy. Near the juma. Now ye can say near walk of our banu and woman. Indirectly no, oh pequin beer, do 9 minutes and show with you. I tell you, if you tell a Ghanaian, the 18-year school boy, school girl, I know when you're 8 years over. So you 100 cities in total fair. In some cases, what are you telling me? And you see not said yes, say. Send me
okay, my interest, which I'm following up this afternoon, I'll check. Say one of budget the no check it. Say one of family Juman or centralized. not a centralized system. And then, as against the excuse and the explanations they are giving that they are checking their technology and
then what technology?
So okay, so okay, so the plan to organize the registration at the district level falls in line with measures to upgrade information technology infrastructure. Information technology infrastructure.
When we have those machines at certain points, it cannot be collated to upgrade information. What is he telling us?
So a member of the National Democratic Congress team, Chris Akume, has said the government should not hesitate to prosecute former Works and Housing Minister Collins Dauda if it is established that he caused financial loss to the state in the Saglime housing project. If Collins Dauda has done something wrong, he should be dealt with. Mr. Akume stated Friday on Morning Star with Francis Aban. His comments come on the back of claims by the Works and Housing Minister, Mr. Samuel Atachia, that his predecessor altered the original agreement for the Saglime housing project without recourse to Parliament. According to Mr. Atachia, after Parliament approved and passed the housing project agreement in October 2012 for the construction of 5,000 housing units at $200 million, Mr. Dauda reviewed the contract, cutting down the number of units to 1,500 and later to 1,024 units after another review in 2016. As a result, Mr. Atachia said $129 million of the project funds have been misappropriated and the state shortchanged by 3,498 housing units and lost about $140 million of the contract sum. The Saglime housing project has become a subject of controversy following its stalling for the past 3 years because the allegations of corruption. In this interaction, Mr. Akume said the allegations of corruption should not warrant the stalling of the project. He said, should we halt projects because of allegations while the good people of this country wait to assess these facilities? We cannot hold on the interest of Ghanaians on the assumption that Collins Dauda has done something wrong. So, I don't know, but we are always lamenting as a country. Power. Who's in charge of Ghana now?
New Patriotic Party.
So why all these lamentations?
Why we could to me real beefy? When him say Onana CK Tedam.
Oh yes. And then can atukwashi. Yes. We can move from yes. And he gave it, but who be here? Say
Becca man for it. I know about to question the other and okay. I was on flight. Okay. Penny a kind of okay. Yabema Bushafuni Ayako. Now, CK Tedam. Yeah,
he's been part of the movement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Call Parliament.
We should celebrate him.
Yeah,
he's a statesman. Yeah.
Iba is already celebrated. But a year for year up and coming.
Okay.
Sebanesa Beshe, some penny for Nanua, your papa Shaributu, Chief Imam, in 100 years. My taking, they say, you share Safono. Then now, ye intia, untimi ko nim. Wabrabum, yes, when who tam, Nemum, Upibiara Timidono, now on Sutimido Bibiara. To the beer, Naninche, your bompers on your memory, no Yamima, Ubibia. Titru Yamai, 65 years ago, so obeyful. 80 years or so obeyful. Oko, I baby, I say, your dear bay for Camp Guia, just say, Ahomete. Now, yet Timiabete, any idea, and yini. No nyame adom onyinchira to be kra na politics ye de akata ani na semense se ka pani kra na waka na wafa ho adi nyina nso nyame ani nti won abrabo irasike tedam nana dana sene suma besum gana
na honorable nananum atokwa oheba kwe kukoshia nananum fiada no nanu fiada kushia o o last time shia nananum
o sa
usho macheka kana.
Oh, man, she had none of per se, but at any point in time,
about the roads.
Yes, my roads in there is being
okay.
Concern. Yeah, because she had none of the correct. I mean that rather.
Okay, good.
I mean that. Yeah.
I see any more concerns in some time.
I'm not going to go with the rule. I'm my ambassador promoting Upper West Kitchen. The more president, go for Fatima. Me, I'm a crew, my film, I'm a crew.
Yeah.
Me, he that form.
Oh.
Me hinda from one. Miminda walking. And I'm penny, was your honor, your fantifo, do your watching memo. A fantifo figure more fit and a better assassin. Into one of would he or Nana Bami in your bema, quadramensa. Into Abamo to swim at the form. And intino, Mimindan and penny for fee, fetenia, dear by ya, or maybe two in Kunya, I say. Or he knew one year than a conya, and none of me now quenya quaya day. Hey, which I could see much. Are you penny no minute beside?
You see, who's our question? He said, Hina, who is in charge?
Yeah, who's in charge?
Yes. We know so in your lamentation. Now, a year near Bibi Nakokan Bibi. Member of Parliament or Seglemeon, NDC Member of Parliament. Ono no fans entro for course eh
ye wi adwuma no
project na is done esiama muneni Kufuado President Kufuado abamba ya tuna jeje mu ya ye ni say na che say krofo bumfu aban enum ana omansoafo a ohwe sa adwumadie no so Works and Housing me senior honorable lawyer Atachia but oh entisa we central entisa de tie ne se dwumadie no ho wa asem na asem o ho no yegusu a ye ho totoye ne nhwehwemu ne ya pen pomasibre you see international contract a call parliament or parliamentary approval it is a one hwe ye na kan bia beda ho no anhwe ne akina betin na yedu gina court of arbitration na fe ye say my friends judgment depth ho ahwanum ne ade nti ehiama nhwehwemu ehiama so obenya concrete evidence ya obetimi agina so na se o terminate contract no so we den no anyina nti omuguso a omoye surprisingly NDC aminim
okay events here okwenko
ma yawie
enko ya papa ba okwenko
bien na me my ready ho ba
but mene Chris akume ya adwen mene Chris akume ya
that's what I'm saying lamentation